2. Ding ding. Okay. As we left off last week, I was still picking the same set of wheels, so things did get slower. But look, I did clean the rest of the machine to the top of my hand there. You can see all the other parts are spick and span there. So I'm just going over the wheels again, just one more last time, because there was so much crud on them. And so there's still little bits and that stuff that aren't perfectly, cleaned up. But it looks like I've finished that. Okay, now let's get into putting this thing back together. Alright. Okay, pretty well all the parts there. Okay, now what I do first is I put the retaining pole springs, 7 of them, into the 7 holes there. And then I align the retaining poles. Each one of those retaining poles fits in one of those holes. The unit retaining pole is double the thickness as the 10's retaining poles, and they have to be seated pretty level within there to be able to, pull it all together to make sure that everything's going to work. So now I align the retaining poles in front of each one of those slots where I dropped the springs into. There's 7. And I found a little trick. I used a little file, as you can see on the one in the tray there. I have at the end of a file that fits perfectly against the retaining poles. You'll see what I'm meaning when I do it here. It fits where the arm usually sits in, and positioning them each and every one so they seat directly onto the springs. There, now there you go, they move. There's the little end of a file. I can snap it up there, and now it's locked in that position to be able to easily clean the inside and also put the wheels and the swing frame and the whole bit in after that. Give it another dusting. Alright. Now, collect all my wheels, slip them into the swing frame, all 7 of them. There we go. Each one of the teeth on the actuating pole has to fit inside each one of the wheels. I wish I would have shot it over a little closer. Well, it looks to me that was a little stressed, so I have to put a little more tension on it. Very, very light. Very light. You overdo it, and your wheels are not going to turn smoothly. It's just I'm trying to match the spring just to touch it, just to touch the actual pole, because there was a gap there, therefore it was floppy. So it would miss wheels and do all sorts of fun stuff. Okay, there we go. So I stick it in. Do I be a nice guy? Yeah, there you go. There's the actuating pole. It's sitting in between each one of the teeth. Now on this side is the retaining poles. They fit in between each one of the wheels. Okay, so I align those 2 up. Then I take my shaft ejector, which is a neat little tool, and I slide it directly in so the retaining poles and the actuating poles line up. Then I put my shaft in. And you'll see there's a hole in the shaft that has to be aligned up with the wheels, and also there's a slot in it for the drop ciphers on the wheels of 1,000 to 1 million position. So I line up the hole there. Because these are spring return arms, they have 2 different sizes of tube shaft set screws. One's long and one's short. The short one goes, and this one here are prefix. I'm putting in the wrong side, Randy, wrong side. There, okay, there you go. Okay, right side, because it's prefix, and that means they actuate from the millions position. If it was unit, the ones position, then the arm would be on the opposite side. Therefore, I put the long one into the position which is the opposite side of the actuating arm. So that one there can go screw right in because it's locking the tube shaft with that Allen key. This one here, you can't do it all the way. You have to do it just enough so it brings it into the tube shaft and then back it off because it has to be locked with the arm. So I put it all the way in so it matched, and I backed it off. Oh, I'm not going to clean little lame plates, am I? Oh, okay. Due diligence, my friends. All right. I know I zoomed the camera in too far so you can't see me at what I'm doing. It's alright, just take a look how much dirt I chipped off. Wow, they were really dirty. I remember that. Alright. Did you do that? No. I didn't know that we had it zoomed in like that. Okay. There we go. Here, zippity-doo. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see if I can speed this part up here. I'm just putting the nameplates on. That's not imperative. Let's see if I can do it a little faster. Okay, zippity-doo. Done. Okay. Oh, sorry. All right. Use the red and black handle there. It's a much nicer tool. Thank you. Hey. Thanks for your advice. All right. I do cinch these down. Not crazily, but I cinch them down so they never come off of the press. And there's so many that I get that don't even have them on. You probably took them off. Because one, if the screws back off, they back off. And they're not, what they're there for is basically the two holes. If you were to do a shoulder die with an NO slide, you could put it in the prefix side and the shoulder die sits right on the shoulder where those two screws are. But without an end plate. Okay, the two gib holding screws, they hold the gib into position. So the gib is a little dovetail piece that sits on the ring, the dovetail ring, so it locks the machine on as it's going through the press, as it's running on the press, let's put it this way. Yeah. Nice and smooth. Gib locking screw. I always put brand new gib locking screws so they don't have any dog ears there. I think if you watch some of my other videos, I explain what a dog ear is. When it's put on too tight, it just rolls the edge over. Or, yeah, dog's nose. Okay. Actuating arms. See, there's a spring on that. Now this is where I torque the spring. Can I zoom out? Still, there's that. Really? No. Okay. Remember, I have it set right to the edge. Now I put it in just so it touches the arm, but not tighten it, and then I back it off a hair. Then what I do is I torque. You'll see the slot there. You'll see where I put the screwdriver. Slot right in the arm. And I turn the arm, which is putting torque in the spring on the inside. Then I slowly put the set screw, which has a longer tip in it, right through into the arm. And I don't think now you can't see it there, but it's anyways locking the arm under torque. Okay, so let's see how this goes through here. A nice old bing bang bong number. I usually run it around from the millions, the nines. It's a reverse machine, so I start at set them all to nines, countersink the zeros to make sure that I got the tube shaft up the correct way. Because if it's upside down, then it won't countersink the zeros. So many little steps that you have to do. But set them all to zeros, count down, flip them over to the 9999999. Okay. And then I I count down for about 40s normally. Just wanted to check it to make sure that they're going. Well, maybe I go down from 100. Holy moly. Looks good so far. Now I countersink the zeros to make sure that they do countersink. If they didn't countersink, that would say that tell me that the tube shaft's upside down. See, the arm actually pops up by itself. And now I bring it over, but you'll see that with all the zeros countersunk, you sometimes miss the millions and the 100,000s. Fine and dandy, works perfect. With the zeros all up, she'll crank them all over. So I do it again. Zeros down. And I do it again. With all the zeros up. And you'll see how it she goes over all the way. I always do it twice to make sure. Minimum twice. There you go, ba-bang, done. All right, there you go, another snazzy job. Give her a good spray, WD, brush her down, total rebuild. All right. That's it. I usually change them all to, if they're reverse machines, I believe it's 7s. 7s have the actuating pawl that goes all the way to the end. Oops, there's some dingle dingles. I'll just pause it. No, pause it?
No, just leave it going. Oh, it's done.
Okay, there we go. And you'll have to listen to it. It was at 12:14 or something, 12:24. It's just about the end anyways, right near the end. All right. There you go. Now I have to rinse and repeat for how many more? There's 16, 15 more. There you go. That's how dirty it was, if I can get a good shot of it there. That's how dirty it was, completely plugged up, like level. So, anyways, looks good to me. Come on, find a place. There you go. So odd this doing the videos and that stuff while I'm doing it. I'm enjoying it though. And you go. There you go. Yuck. That's really dirty. Anyways, there you go. Looks great. Okay. There you go. One down. So many more to do. That's how the arms get broken. Just crap. Just absolutely disgusting. Whoa. Yeah. And there you go. Shazam. Excellent. Oh, yes. Works soap. Can't say enough about this stuff. Being a printer for so many years, I'm telling you, talk about strip it right off. Doesn't plugs everything up like the sinks and that stuff like all the other chemically stuff does. 100% natural. Excellent stuff. Thanks. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe. See ya. Bye. Oh, gotta get that one up there. Looking into the camera.